When you're trying to murder someone, but your glove's giving you a problem. Watch out. American Horror Story starts on Tuesday. Who's excited for the new season? I am. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this look was inspired by all the movie posters that had, like, I guess they're not movie posters because it's a TV show, but it was inspired by the pictures online that had honeycomb and clowns, and then the trailer that had clowns. And this makes my teeth look so yellow. It's like part of the thing. Did you like my clown laugh? I'm kidding. I'm the biggest idiot ever. All right, I did this in collaboration with Tawny Michelle. She is here on YouTube. She also did an American Horror Story look, so go check hers out. I put her link up here in the corner. So click on it, check out her video after you watch mine, and let's get into it. See my knife? Ooh, scary. So scary. Hey guys! So I started by painting my whole face white with this Snazaroo face paint. And now I'm going to take this little tiny brush and some gold colored face paint and start painting hexagons on my face like honeycomb. So I'm just going to do clusters of those on parts of my face where I think it'll look good. So a hexagon has 6 sides, if you didn't know. I would just find a picture of honeycomb for reference. And I did mine kind of large just for the sake of time. I did not have a ton of time to do this film this video. So if I were to do it for real, like if I was going to a party or something, I would probably do them a bit smaller, like half that size, and it would look a lot better, I think. But you can do them big too. It doesn't really matter. I think the whole thing took me about 45 minutes to do, so if you are going to do this look, give yourself plenty of time, especially if you do the honeycomb smaller, because you're going to have to do more to fill the space. So just make sure you have enough time. And I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was covering it with my mirror. It's going to happen a lot in this video. I apologize. And guys, if you mess up, just put some white face paint over it and start over. Okay, so now I'm going to take this angled brush, and I actually am going to switch it to a smaller brush, but any kind of flat, dense little brush, like a liner brush or something, would work perfect. And then you're going to take a light brown shade, like shadow, and you're going to create a shadow. You're only going to put this on one side, so I chose to do it on the top of the hexagon shape. Just like that. See, that brush was way too big, so I do switch off. And then you're just gonna kind of pull that shadow down about halfway through the hexagon. This is gonna give it some depth and make it look like it's kind of popping off of our face a little bit. Alright, then I'm going in with a darker brown, and just right by that gold outline, I'm going to just deepen that just a bit more. I'm not going to pull this dark color down past that first shade. So this is just going to help define that just a little bit more and deepen it a little bit as well. I kind of wish I would have used just a little bit lighter of a brown. I feel like it was kind of intense, but it's okay. It's what I had. Now that we got that done, we're going to take a pencil brush, like a pencil shadow brush, and we are going to pop in some yellow color into the rest of it. I started to use more of like a golden color, and I didn't love it, so then I switched to like a brighter yellow. It's all about just kind of playing with what you have. I didn't go out and buy anything new for this, so I just used what I had in my collection. So yes, fill in the honeycomb so that they look like they're full of honey. You can leave some out too. You don't have to fill all of them in. And then I'm going to take and get some yellow face paint, and I'm just popping that in the bottom, just kind of for a highlight. And now I am actually highlighting it with a yellowish, like a really light, almost white yellow color, just on the bottom, so opposite of our shadow. And now I'm just having some honey drip out of some of the holes. So just using some yellow face paint, I am just pulling some of that down into like a drip pattern. And then you're just going to add a shadow on one side, and you're going to highlight the other side of the honey just to make it stand out a bit. Now the fun part, we are going to draw on some bees. So first I'm going to draw the head with a felt tip liner and the stripes, the black stripes, and the little stinger at the end. Then in the space between, we're just going to pop some yellow face paint and add some white wings with some white face paint, or you could use white liquid liner if you have some liquid liner. I have some, but I forgot to bring it down. Would have been easier. So we're just going to do that the same way, just putting them in different positions on the face. Really simple, and they don't have to be perfect because you can't see them. Like nobody's up close to me, so. And even if they turn out a little messy, they still look pretty cool. feel like the bees are what makes this really ties in the honeycomb, makes it look a lot better too. So I slowed this down so you could see. So I just drew the head, now some stripes, and then the little stinger at the end. Then I'm filling it in with yellow. Then I'm taking that liner brush again, or that felt tip liner, and I'm just drawing some legs. I forgot to tell you I did some legs. And then you do your wings. And don't worry if some of the color smudges, it's fine. See how awesome that looks? It just makes it look like real honeycomb. So here I'm just adding a little more highlight to that honey. And now we're going to do the clown makeup. Scary. So I started out by popping some red in the inner corner and the outer corner and just smudging it around. It does not have to be perfect. In fact, it's better if it isn't because it's more creepy that way. These people are killers, so they do not need precise makeup. And I just added some darker red in the very inner part, just to make it add some depth a little bit. Now we're going to take a thin brush again and some red paint, and we're going to draw on our clown eye, like the clown lines underneath. And I started out thin and then I decided to thicken it up a bit, so I just liked the way that looked a little bit better. And again, this does not have to be perfect. In fact, it looks more creepy if it's like not perfect. Now I'm just doing it underneath the honeycomb, so you don't want to go over the honeycomb, just so it's popping out from underneath. Just like that. Then we're gonna pop some red on our nose, and it's gonna be sloppy. We don't need a perfect nose as well, or you could go out and get a clown nose. That would be cool too. In some of the trailers, they had some with like honeycomb shape taken out, like they were little divots in the nose that looked like honeycomb. That was kind of cool. Wish I could have found one of those. That's awesome. So if you can find something like that, really cool. Then you're gonna take your red lipstick. That one's so melty. It's actually my daughter's lipstick. You're gonna put that on kind of sloppy like and kind of pull it out on the outside corners. And I just used my fingers just to bring it down in kind of a frown shape, and I smudged it and did a little dance. Then I put some blue mascara on because this season is about the election, so I was trying to be a little patriotic by doing red, white, and blue. Then I decided to do some black smudgy liner just to make my eyes pop just a little bit more. So you can skip this if you want, or you can do it. I put on some felt, like a liquid liner first, and then I smudged it out with a black shadow. And that's it. We're gonna let our hair down and be creepy. And again, go check out Tawny Michelle. She is who I collabed with, and I will link her below, and I linked her video at the beginning as well. So click on that and see the look that she did for American Horror Story Cult. Woo! Can't wait. Okay guys, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Click the bell if you want notifications, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Glove. Freaking trying to kill someone. Freaking glove.